morning and Happy New Year. I hope you've all had a wonderful Christmas and New Year. I have had a really chilled one. We haven't really done that much. We've just sort of stayed home, which has actually been really nice to not just have that pressure of constantly going everywhere. So yeah, it was lovely. I'm starting off the year trying to be a bit more positive. I aren't really setting myself any goals. I do obviously still want to be on my weight loss journey, so I've restarted that this week. I am getting back into running, but I'm just going to wait until the weather clears up a little bit because I'm not a confident enough runner to run in the icy weather because I'm just going to fall, and I know I'm going to fall and it's just not worth it. So I might walk maybe, or just give it a couple of weeks and then get back into running. I did actually manage to read quite a bit within December. I'm not going to do a December reading wrap up, but I'm just going to talk to you guys about a couple of books that I really enjoyed, what my plans are for January and the rest of the year as regards to reading. I've also started a new hobby that I'm really enjoying, so I'll talk to you about that. And yeah, gaming is just the same as it has been. I haven't really been playing Dead by Daylight that much. I've been playing a lot of Dreamlight Valley because I got the new add-on for Christmas, and I've been playing a lot of Call of Duty lately. So yeah, let's get into it. The book that I really enjoyed reading in December was a final book in a series, and it makes me really sad that this is the last book because I love the series so much, and that is Running Wild by K.A. Tucker. The first book in the series was The Simple Wild, but this one follows a different character. The first two books, and there's like a novella, follow the first two characters, which is Calla and Jonah, but this one moves on to Jonah's best friend, Marie. She is a vet and she is helping out with the sledge teams. There is a big like sledging tournament with huskies, and she volunteers every year to help out, making sure all the dogs are okay. And she bumps into a very grumpy musher. His name is Tyler, and I absolutely love this one. He has quite a quite sad past, and she just wants to sort of get to know him a bit more, and she's starting to fall for him, but she's worried that she's falling back into a pattern where she's just going to be in the friend zone. But I really enjoyed this one. I rated this one 5 stars. Like I said, I'm really sad that this one is the end of that series. I feel like there's so much more that could be done, and I felt like because Jonah and Calla got 2 books and then a novella, I really thought we were going to get a second book for this one, but I have had a look and it doesn't look like the author has any plans to carry on with this series, which is really sad. On to the next book. I absolutely fell in love with The Fangirl Down by Tessa Bailey. Now, I absolutely love It Happened One Summer and Hook, Line and Sinker. I would go to say that they are probably up there as one of my favourite reads ever. I love those stories so much and I love the characters. I then moved on to Secretly Yours, and I didn't mind it. It was okay. It certainly wasn't good as It Happened One Summer. So when I did pick this one up, I didn't really know what to expect, whether I was going to enjoy it or not. But I absolutely loved it. If you're not familiar with this one is about a golfer. He is a very famous golfer, very professional. However, he is sort of started to go downhill in the last 2 years. He's sort of become a joke of the professional golfing world, but he has one fan who has always stayed loyal to him, and that is Josephine. She's always been on the sidelines cheering him on, and she's actually very good at golf as well. So he does hire her to be his caddy, and she sort of tries to bring him back up into the professional world of golfing. And she has to go everywhere with him, so there's lots of hotel stays, that sort of thing, so you can sort of see where this one is going. And yeah, I loved it. I read it in 2 days. I gave it 5 stars. It was really good. It was really funny, and she is diabetic, our main character, so it was quite interesting to read that side of things, of sort of what she struggles with on a day-to-day basis. Her parents are very protective, so she's never really been allowed to do much, so her being able to go flying around the country with Wells, it was good. I really enjoyed that aspect of it. And there is another book within this series that follows Josephine's best friend, so I'm looking to hopefully pick that one up this month. Over Christmas and Boxing Day, I decided to pick up a Christmassy read, and that was Spectacular by Stephanie Garber. This is a Christmas novella from the Caraval series. I won't talk too much about this one, just in case you haven't read Caraval, because I don't want to spoil anything. But I adore that series so much. I love Stephanie Garber's writing. It's like reading a fairy tale, and this one didn't disappoint either. This one was extra special because it had lots of illustrations in. Let's see if I can find one that's not going to give too much away. So there's lots of different pictures. It didn't take me long to read. Like I said, I read it in 2 days because it was an easy read, and because there was lots of pictures and stuff that took up page space, I think that helped me get through it a bit quicker. But I did rate this one. I think I rated this one 4 stars. I'm not sure if I rated it. I don't think I rated it 5. I'm pretty sure it's 4. But yeah, I'm not usually one to pick up like a Christmassy read or anything like that, a seasonal read. But for some reason, it was calling to me, and I'm glad I read it. I loved it. It made me feel very Christmassy, and yeah. This book I'm going to talk to you about is a book that absolutely broke me. It is a series that I've been talking about a lot recently, and that is Redeeming Six by Chloe Walsh. This is the second book of Joey and Aoife's story. I loved Saving Six. I thought it was absolutely amazing. However, when I got to this one, I was just so sucked into their story. Like I said, it absolutely broke me. I cried a lot through this one. I just really felt for these characters. She is a big one. She doesn't look that big. So when I did pick it up, I was thinking, oh, it's not as big as Binder 13, but this one is actually 900 pages. The pages are super thin. But I just loved it. And I was so tempted to pick up A Taming 7. I think I am going to try and pick that one up this month, but we'll see. But the way these books make me feel when I'm reading them, I just don't notice anything else going on around me. They, like I said, they completely suck me in. I'm there with the characters. I just love it. I love the way that she writes. I honestly didn't know this was a series that I was going to absolutely fall in love with. But it is, and a lot of people that I talk to about this series are also absolutely loving it, and I cannot wait to carry on with more. So those are a couple of books that I read in December that I absolutely loved. I am currently reading 2 books at the minute. I am reading The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I know that this is a super popular book. I've seen it everywhere for years. I'm not sure it's for me. I am only about 60 pages in so far, but I'm reading this one as part of the book club. But I'm actually quite surprised. Like I said, I'm 60 pages in and I am actually enjoying it. So I think I could be wrong and I could really enjoy this one. And I've also started the Shatter Me series. I read Shatter Me in December, and then I read the novella that goes in between Shatter Me and this one. So I'm currently on Unravel Me. I have only just started this one. I started it this morning, so I'm only about 10 pages in. But I know a lot of people love this series, and I can see why. It is an easy read, and I am starting to really click with the characters as well, which I'm really enjoying. So yeah, that is it book-wise. I have started a challenge that I have seen over TikTok. I have decided that every time I finish a book, I'm going to put £1 in the jar, and then at the end of the year, once I finished all my books that I'm reading that year, I will count how much money I've got, and depending on how many books I have finished will be how much money is in this jar, and then I'm going to use that money to buy a load new books. I'm really excited about this one. I read 110 books last year, so if I could get even 200 or whatever this year, that would be amazing. It's £100 on books. I mean, if you know where to look, you could get a good amount of books there. So I said at the start of this video that I have started a new hobby. This is a hobby that I have wanted to start for a good couple of months now, and that is colouring, cozy colouring. So the Coco Wyo books are very popular at the minute, and I am really enjoying it. My husband got me some books for Christmas, and he bought me some Ohuhu markers as well. I have become addicted to it. Me and my sister were colouring together yesterday as well, because she is big into that sort of thing as well. I have really enjoyed it. I have been watching TV or watching my tablet, but also been distracted with the colouring as well. So it's been quite nice to just sort of switch off and do something for me that isn't that I don't have to concentrate too much on, like reading or gaming. So I'm definitely glad I've got into this. It has become something I've been doing most days. I mean, sometimes I could be colouring for over an hour, other times it's just sort of like 20 minutes or so. But it's quite nice to just sit down, switch off and do it. So I'm glad that this is a hobby that I have started. So that is it from me, just a little welcome back video. I am going to be posting a bit more hopefully in the next couple of weeks, so I look forward to seeing you there. If you're not already, if you could like and subscribe to my channel, I would very much appreciate it, and I will be back soon with another video. Bye!